This podcast contains explicit adult content, mature themes, and candid conversations about sex, dominance, power exchange, and ethical non-monogamy. It is intended for audiences 18 and over only. Listener discretion is advised. The views expressed by our guests are theirs alone and do not necessarily reflect the views or values of the hosts, producers, or affiliated brands. The Bull Brotherhood podcast is for educational, entertainment, and empowerment purposes only. Nothing in this podcast should be interpreted as legal advice, medical guidance, or psychological counseling. We speak from experience, not credentials. Always practice consent, respect the boundaries of others, and follow local laws. If you're not comfortable with frank talk about sex, kink, dominance, or emotional power, this probably isn't the show for you. But if you're ready to step into your masculine edge and embrace a lifestyle that demands mastery, welcome to the Brotherhood.
Welcome to the Bull Brotherhood Podcast, where we talk power, pleasure, and the art of dominance in ethical non-monogamy. This is not your average lifestyle podcast. This is for men who lead, men who master, and men who leave a lasting impression. If you're here, you're not just curious. You're ready to elevate. So to all the bulls, hotwives, stags, and open-minded explorers, we see you. Let's go.
Oh yeah, claim the mind, train the body, on the soul, deep connections built on trust.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to another informative episode of the Bull Brotherhood Podcast. I'm the Sigma male himself, the lone wolf, Brian Morgan, 1/3 of this podcast team, coming at you with my other half of my family, the lovely Siren.
Hello.
Say what's up, beautiful.
What's up, everybody?
And then my perpetual student, Socrates.
What's good, y'all? What's good?
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we have coming to us from Dallas, Texas. He hails from Dallas, Texas, 37 years old. He has 17 years of experience in this lifestyle, ladies and gentlemen. He also hosts parties and events through Magnum BBCs. Now, that tell you something right there. Big dick motherfuckers. All right? His name alone exudes power, strength, and it's synonymous because he's like a big giant when you see him. All right? But, though, when you talk to him, he's one of the most kind-hearted brothers I've ever dealt with, and I've only dealt with him a few times. But here again, though, give a big Bull Brotherhood shout-out for Goliath. What's going on, brother?
Man, what's going on, man? I appreciate that intro, man. Hey, you did your damn thing with that one, bro.
Hey, brother, welcome to the Bull Brotherhood Podcast. And here again, it is indeed a pleasure to have you on this show tonight. I've seen you at Splash, especially at Atlanta, because I've been to Atlanta now, 4 or 5 times, and you are truly Goliath. All right, you are that powerhouse. When somebody first sees you, but when they talk to you, you are one of the most kind and warm brothers that there are representing Splash Mocha. And I just want to tell you from the bottom of my heart, thank you for being kind to me, okay? Because it was not last year, but the year before, I was a little naughty. I don't know if you remember. We were at the other hotel in Atlanta, and I was a little bit naughty with somebody downstairs, and you just politely came up to me and tapped me on the shoulder and was like, brother, this ain't the time for that, up under your voice. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
You remember that, okay? And I said to myself, now, he could have easily made a damn example of me right then, but he did not. So here again, man, welcome to the Bull Brotherhood Podcast, all right? We are damn sure happy to have you here.
I'm glad to be here. It's an honor for sure.
Well, appreciate it, brother. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we're actually talking about the origin of Goliath, how he got into the game, how he has evolved over the years, and where does he see not only the lifestyle going, where does he see events like his events with Magnum BBCs? Tell us about that, as well as Splash Mocha. Where does he see the game going? I'm going to turn it over to my perpetual student, Socrates, because I know he has 50 million questions to ask the brother. I know he does.
It's only right if he don't got questions. It's only right.
Exactly. Nephew, take it over.
Yes, sir. So, Goliath, first off, how'd you get that name? I mean, it's obvious, but how come they didn't call you, Tiny? When we, the neighborhoods we come from is normally Tiny or, Little Smalls or, Big Tall. Like, how'd you get that name?
So straight up, honestly, man, like this is one of my homegirls in the life out in Indiana. I ain't gonna get her name out, but shout out to Star. But she used to come out to Dallas quite a bit, and we used to fuck around. I remember the first time she seen my dick, she was liking and enjoying it. She called it Goliath. So I heard that and I was like, okay, cool. I mean, I ain't no braggadocious type of dude, anything like that. So I just took it with a grain of salt. And then I was on my Facebook, kind of regular vanilla Facebook, and I got tired of lifestyle, people trying to find me on there. So I was like, man, I need to come up with a different name and different so people could find me. So I started thinking, and I was like, man, what Star called me? Goliath. And I was like, I'm gonna roll with Goliath. So that's how the name came about. Nothing too crazy.
Well, it's similar to me and my
But that fits you.
Yep. It's similar to me because my name came from a play partner. She was like, you always be philosophizing and Socratesanizing or whatever she said. She said, you're a lifestyle Socrates. And I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, let's tell us about your origin story, brother. Like, how did you get introduced to the lifestyle? Or were you like me, kind of like, from the hood, it's kind of like we was doing it, but we wasn't calling it that,
Okay. For me, I played football. I was a star player in high school and things like that. So doing lifestyle things, there was no name for it. So I was always just, the girls was around and just, may not be doing it ethically, but I was just doing my thing, going from girl to girl, stuff like that. So as I got to college, I remember before my 21st birthday, I didn't know what I was going to do for my birthday. So I started asking people around, like, what I should do. And I ended up reaching out to my prom date. My prom date, she was 4 years or 5 years older than me at the time. And she was like, man, you should go to a swingers club. And at that time, I'm thinking, like, swingers club, like, I thought that stuff was exclusive to, like, Vegas and, like, Miami and stuff like that. I thought that was, like, the only two places in the world in the United States where that stuff would go down at. So she made a suggestion. I said, man, fuck it, why not? I did a little quick research. And then I told two of my homeboys, I was like, hey, you guys got to experience this with me because, this thing's a little wild. Even though I was a wild guy at that time, I'm like, this is like a little step out of my league as a 20-year-old. But we went to this place called Iniquity, which is now Colette's in Dallas. And went there, and that's how my eyes were open. Seeing porn on the TV screens, seeing the dude get his dick sucked on the dance floor. So I'm like, oh, this shit's different. Like, this shit, like, it was a whole different ballgame that I've been accustomed to. So that was like my first exposure to the lifestyle. I got to play with like two people within the place. And at that time, I thought it was chapter open, chapter closed. I really didn't think much of it in that sense at that time. So about 2 months after that, I was on Tinder, just being a little hoe. That's why I used to go find my hoes at.
Me too.
Everybody used Tinder. They try the same people about this stuff now, but hey, if you know, you know. That's where it's at.
I'm a plenty of fish kind of guy myself, but
Ew.
Don't say plenty of fish. Hey, we all start somewhere. Hey, I was doing that when I was 18, 19. I found a lot of good options there too. So yeah, but I was on Tinder scrolling around. I found a woman on there. We started like connecting and just fucking doing our own thing, just hanging out. Everything was all good. And one day she mentioned about that her friends would enjoy me or whatever. So I'm like, oh, shit, I hit the jackpot. She's cool. We ain't even doing a relationship type thing. We just fucking and hanging out. And they started putting me on her friends. I'm like, you don't get no life like this. So she told me about a party. Unfortunately, that week, that party was, I had to take a trip to LA. So I wasn't able to go to the party, which I was upset about. So when I got back that following week, I said, man, you know what? I'm about to do my own little research on this party she told me about. So as a 21-year-old guy, where do you go to? You go to Google. That's where you search for shit at. And I searched the party she mentioned. It was called Freaky Friday Fuckfest.
Perfect. I'm here for it.
Damn, leave no mysteries.
Yeah, no mystery at all. I'm like, she said the name. I said, it's gonna stick with me. So I decided to Google that, and bam, website pops up. So I'm like, okay. And it has the normal things, but you got to put your email in there to see if you're selected to make it to the party. So for me, my whole purpose of doing that on my own without letting her know, so that I can get my own experience for what this world is like. And I didn't want, even though she was giving me like the back door in, like skipping the general public line and get to the VIP access, I wanted to go through my own channels. So I put my email in, and on Friday, I still ain't got no email back. Friday morning, I was in class, matter of fact. Shout out to, I ain't gonna shut the college out, but shout out to the college students, you know. I was in class, and I get an email come through, and it say, okay, you've been selected to come to this party. So I'm like, oh shit, this shit for real. So I tell one of my homegirls, me and her was like just cool as ever. And I'm like, hey, this is what I'm about to go do. And you get my location. If anything, you have, all the information, stuff like that. So I end up going to the address. It's a house, nice neighborhood, and I don't know nobody there. So I'm looking around. It's some good looking women there. I'm like, okay, this is nice. But for me, whenever I go into a new setting, I always turn into an introvert. I just like to observe and peep my surroundings to see how things are going, see how people that have been there know how to act and stuff like that. I mean, that's just my person. So
you turn into a Sigma male. God, you already, boy. Damn, I love you already.
Hey, facts, man. Because some people try to go in there like they know stuff already, but nah, that's how you make mistakes. But so I'm observing everything, got me a little drink, sitting in the corner, and I'm being antisocial. Don't talk to me. I'm just observing. And so the host comes into the room after a while, into a big old living room, because she got a Sibian in the middle of the floor.
Can you explain to our listeners what a Sibian is?
Okay, so a Sibian is a seat that you can put attachments on there. Attachments being dildos for women that once they sit on there, it's motorized. It's battery powered. It's very strong mechanism that drives women wild when they get on there, when they mount it. So that's a little quick synopsis of a Sibian. I think they got the new version called a Motor Bunny. They're pretty much the same thing. So that's in the middle of the living room floor. The host comes up there and she's like, hey, does anyone want to come up here and ride this thing, demonstrate the Sibian? So it's just one couple, they raise their hand like they want to do it. And no, the wife, she was fucking beautiful. Like, she was just drop dead gorgeous. And in my mind, I'm like, why her fine ass in this establishment? Like, she got the vanilla mindset, like, hey, you supposed to be at home with the kids, chilling, drinking your wine, doing the family thing.
She did that all day, bruh. She did that all day. Now it's time for fun.
24/7, that's what I'm thinking. Shit. And it's not, and it also is not to say that I'm expecting it to be ugly chicks there either. So I'm not saying that either for people thinking that way. But so she gets on there and her husband starts controlling everything, and like she's moaning, doing all this shit, and everybody just watching. So I'm intrigued, like, man, people are finding this entertaining and nobody has a problem with this. So I'm sipping my drink, watching like everybody else, and the husband happens to look at me. He was like, hey, you, come put your dick in her mouth. So me being me, I look around, look left, look right. Like, you pointing at me? And he was like, yeah, you. So I'm like, okay, I don't want to be the quote unquote new guy. Let me act like I've been here before. I walk up, pull my dick out, put it in her mouth, and he's still controlling the thing, making it go faster and harder, more intense for her. She's sucking my dick, and probably within the first 10, 15 seconds, I just stopped and just start looking around, and literally everybody's looking at the situation happen, and everybody's fine with it. So my mind is blown away, like this is really acceptable. Like, what kind of life is this? So that went on for a little while. It stopped, and then after we stopped, more people started coming up to me and talking to me, having conversation with me. It was like an icebreaker, unintended icebreaker for me. So now I'm getting more conversation from couples. Some of the guys coming to talk to me and stuff now. So I'm like, okay, this ain't as bad. People's actually kind of cool. And then that couple ends up coming back to me, and they're like, hey, would you like to continue where we left off at, where we started? So we go in the room. I ain't gonna lie, in the beginning, I struggled because I wasn't used to like crowds watching me and stuff like that. So it was a little different, having to adjust to people being there. And then some of the single guys that I guess had more experience than me, for sure, they was like sharks in the water. Like, okay, we see blood. Like, if you fuck up, it's our time to come shine or whatever. But luckily, I persevered. I made a good impression. We had a good time. And so I got the first one out the way, played with 2 other couples that night. And when I'm getting ready to leave for the night, because it was Friday night, Freaky Friday Fuck Fest, I'm getting ready to leave for that night, and a couple stops me and was like, hey, there's a party going on tomorrow. You got anything going on? You want to come? I said, hell yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's where this life started for me. It continued for me. So yeah, that's my little beginning of Goliath.
Did you?
So you basically hit a home run on your first time out, basically.
First time.
A lot of guys, don't even get to first or second base, but you really did hit a home run. You know what I'm saying? You went there, and I love the way you Sigma male like a motherfucker. Sat back, observed. You observed. You know what I'm saying? Don't fuck with me. I'm just looking. But here again, though, like I tell nephew all the time, when you do that, people are looking at you, saying to themselves, okay, damn, that's that dude over there standing there looking like he looks, you know what I mean, big, you know what I'm saying, that dark skin, you know what I mean,
mm-hmm.
looking like he damn is somebody. Let me be the first one to call on him to come over for my wife. All right, and that's what happened. And I love the way you were honest and were saying you had a little like problem, getting used to people looking at you and everything. Let me tell you this, brother. Been in this game for 30 plus freaking years. I still do not play in the playrooms at Splash because I prefer to be in their room or my room or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I can be my total self when I'm there. So thank you for saying that. To the other bulls out there, hey, that's one of the most honest answers, that I've heard in a long time. But damn, brother, you really did. You did some evolving on your first damn adventure.
Exactly.
That is deep.
It was a lot. I didn't like I said, I knew nothing. I didn't know what to expect. Mm-hmm. But I was happy that I did and got my own experience for my own self. And I was able to share that with the lady, and she was proud of me for doing that. It started a hell of a journey, and it started a hell of a 6 months because I was doing something every weekend after that.
Oh, and you say you were 21 then?
Yeah, I was 21, so I was doing something every single weekend. Shit, Friday, Saturday, and sometimes during the week, because I know some people, and depending on your locale, the lifestyle is different in everybody's place.
Mm-hmm.
But fortunately enough, in the DFW area in Dallas-Fort Worth, man, it's always been a large community of lifestyle swingers, so there's always abundance going on. So I'm very blessed that I started my journey here for sure.
And let me ask you one last thing, because I know nephew's ready to damn chime in again. Were the older women always attracted to you, or you attracted to them?
I would say it started out them being more attracted to me because Yeah, I'm still 21. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm still doing my thing with the college girls and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But those college girls weren't in the scene and stuff like that. So they were coming for me. But then there was some that I was like, okay, hey, I like this. I mean, but of course, like I watch porn whenever I was watching porn. Shit, I like the older women, like the MILFs and stuff like that. It was a couple
My
of the
man.
moms I used to look at. I'm like, hey man, I want to fuck this dude, mom, or whatever. She look good as hell. I said the opportunity may not present itself, and to me, wanting to fuck this guy's mom, but look, I'm fucking somebody else's mom or whatever. So,
My man. I love it. My man. Socrates, who do he sound like? Who he sound like, nephew?
Oh man, I was like,
Are
you
you there,
reading this
brother?
book? Did you read his book or something? Like, but I was gonna say,
Hey, man.
I think we naturally gravitate. I think I naturally, and you do too, gravitate towards Sigma males. And when you started pointing out the characteristics, it's starting to be real easy to see it in all of the people that we know are Sigmas and the way Sigmas roll.
Mm-hmm.
It took me, I didn't
Mm-hmm.
realize I was one until you pointed out the type of Sigma that I was. So yeah, it makes
Yeah.
a lot of sense now. And I'd
Oh,
normally
yeah.
look, I realized I was talking to Mr. Mocha today and I was like, I realized when I first went to Splash Mocha, I did that. I was more because I was really concerned about negative bulls and bulls that were not quality touching my wife. So I sat back a lot and I didn't realize that, but then it was the next splash when, several of the ladies started coming up to Siren and asking to get on the books. And that's when I start going crazy after that. And now I need to get back to my roots. I need to get, and Goliath could tell you because he's manages one of the rooms. So he sees me going in there 4-5 times,
A night.
you a freaking flyer. You're a freaking
I
flyer,
am
man.
in the, y'all.
Can we
we
get
gonna
some
talk-
miles for that?
We gonna talk about it in a minute but that is his room is my favorite room. But I do have another question, and I'll see if I can ask this right. What has been your David experience in the lifestyle? In other words, playing the whole David and Goliath thing. Like, what has been the thing that's really took you down or hit like a big punch in the gut or something? You don't have to get too personal with it if you don't want to, but something that really made you take a step back and change some things or reevaluate.
That's a good question right there. I could think of one scenario because we all know that there's a stigma around single males about being like a home wrecker and all this type of stuff. So I had a situation like that. So y'all bear with me on this one right here. It was a lot of emotions, but I think I played it pretty well. There was this one chick, and just to be honest, she was a super slut. And I love sluts. I love somebody who embraces who they're gonna be.
Yes, sir.
And I done heard about her. I'm like, man, I gotta get me some of this or whatever. But she will never give me like no attention, no play, no nothing. So I was impressed about it. I'm like, man, why I ain't getting none of this or whatever. So I had known her for like maybe like I didn't even know her. I knew about her for like maybe like a year or two. So we eventually crossed paths at an event out in Louisiana. And I see her, we shooting shit with her friends and stuff like that. And then she come up to me, she was like, I know who you are. I know you've been trying to get to me and stuff like that. I've seen your videos. I like what you got. But I like guys like my husband. They got a fade. I don't like hair. So I'm like, the fucking hair is why you don't want to fuck me? I'm like, okay. Yeah, that's fair. Everybody got their preferences, stuff like that. So she's like, well, you got like a beanie or like a do-rag you can put on or some shit like that. Yeah, I'll put one of those on for you, whatever. So she was like, I'll put one on. And we outside people smoking, kicking, and talking shit. And she's like, all right, let's fuck in your car right here. I'm like, all right. Shit, this how I got to start it off. Shit, hey, so be it. So I fucked the shit out of her in my car for like 10 minutes. I'm giving her like, hey, you supposed to been getting this dick. So I do that. It's a great time. She's impressed. We got the car. She's like, oh yeah, we got to go inside to finish this. I'm like, okay. So I start presenting this. I'm like, oh shit, my fucking beanie. She said, fuck that beanie. So I'm like, yeah, fuck. I've been talking about it the whole time. Shit. So that happened. And for the next month or two, she keeps on talking about me. Like, she keeps on bringing up to her husband, like, how much she enjoys me and all this. And the husband, no, like, me and the husband had talked and shit like that. Like, he knew I was coming to the house whenever he wasn't there, give her a good time, all that. So all that was good. But she just talked about me, like, so much. I'm like, damn, like, even a homegirl telling her, like, hey, man, you bringing Goliath's name up too much around here. Like, just chill out. So eventually he got tired of hearing my name. So he tells her, like, hey, man, you can't fuck with him no more. So she tells me that. I'm like, cool. But she's like, she wants to fuck one last time. I'm like, cool. Do that. And, man, I think it's done. I'm honoring the boundary that she even told me that this is what I want, and she gotta follow her man. And everybody understands that, correct?
Yep.
Exactly. Go ahead.
So about not even 2 days later, she texted me, is like, hey, you know what, man, fuck what my husband said. I still want to fuck you and shit like that. And I'm like, whoa. So she texted me this. So me being me and thinking fast forward, I go ahead and take a screenshot like, hey, your bitch is violating you guys' fucking boundary. This ain't got shit to do with me. She reached out to me. So I'm like, hey, shit, fuck it. We end up fucking again. And like, he pulled the phone records up and see like she been reaching out and all that type of shit. So he starts to blast me like I'm being disrespectful to their marriage, trying to take his wife from him, shit like that. So I'm hearing this shit from like different people, and I'm just laughing this shit off. I think it's comedy. I'm like, this dude really just gonna run with narrative. I'm like, that shit don't bother me. I'm still having fun, all this type of shit. So me and her stop fucking around for good at this point. But he keep it up, like just keep switching the narrative. Like, hey, this is what he's doing. This is a guy that doesn't need to be in the lifestyle, all that type of shit. So it affected the relationship between me and like one other couple. So I'm like, okay, this dude is pushing a little too far. So me being petty and all that type of shit, because he ended up blocking me on socials and stuff like that. So there was no time there wasn't a chance for me to reach out to him like, hey man, let's get some clarity about the situation and stuff like that. So there was a day I was feeling good and I heard some more chatter from him. So I said, okay, let me get his attention a different way. So me and her took plenty of pictures throughout our sexcapades. So I'm like, okay. There was a Snapchat group that we were in that's like a big old lifestyle group. And I knew that he was always viewing the stories first and stuff like that. So I said, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. So added the picture to the group that had my dick in her mouth looking up at me. We both look at the camera and shit like that. And my caption on there was chess not checkers. So I posted it. It went out.
Snap.
Hey, my phone started going crazy. Everybody's like, oh shit. I'm getting people that's on my side, like, oh shit, like you wilding. And others like, man, you crossed the line and shit like that. I'm like, man, fuck him. Like, I ain't got no time to deal with no bitch ass misbehavior. So he ends up making a post with a wedding picture talking about checkmate. Like, I don't want your bitch. I never wanted her. That wedding picture don't do shit for me. Like, she's yours. I'm happy you guys are together. I'm a single male for a reason. Do your fucking thing. So he starts pushing the narratives further and shit like that. So then I was like, okay, I'm gonna take it one more level up. So then I post a video, which he had already seen before. I post a video of her just being a super slut in their bed at their house. And I was like, shit, fuck it, everybody can see this shit now. So one woman, everybody was on my side. One woman started screaming out revenge porn. I'm like, this ain't fucking revenge porn. So I started getting some flag on it. So a lot of people started giving me shit. And I'm like, damn, I can't win. Like I wasn't even wrong. So everybody was giving me shit. So I started to feel like all emotional. I'm like, man, I'm about to step back from this shit or whatever. But I really didn't step back. I just took a moment to reflect on the situation. And then I just made like one blanket statement where I just kept it real from the heart about everything, shared the screenshots, and then when everybody seen that side, and they was like, oh shit, like he was in the right, like all this, he was this it's like she was in the wrong for violating their boundaries, and then he's spreading lies instead of telling the truth. And I put it all out there, and once people saw that, they were like, oh shit, man, Goliath was telling the truth the whole time. But it made me just look at people differently and shit like that. I'm like, oh, okay. This is some bullshit drama, but hey, it was what it was. I felt like being petty. I think I won the petty wars. I lost the battle, but I won the war overall because everybody fucks with me still and nobody fucks with them. So
She was out of pocket.
yeah,
She was out of pocket. That's just all there was to it. I mean,
yeah.
she came to you. She said, "Fuck it, I still want to fuck you." You know what I mean? She was out of pocket. She broke their rule. She broke their rule. You know, I don't expect a young man at that time, you know what I mean, or ever old you were. Well, hell, you still young to me. I'm damn 21 years older than you. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, though, a young man, I don't expect a young man to be like, okay, well, you know, I'm going to go tell the husband, you know, this and that, da, da, da. No, she was out of damn pocket, in my opinion. So, you know, what happened. Case closed. Case closed.
Yeah, case fucking
to me.
closed.
Case closed to me, you know. Socrates, Siren, I don't know how you guys feel about it. Please chime in.
If I ever get the pleasure of playing with you, no pictures.
Hey,
I'm just
hey,
messing
done
with you.
deal.
I know we've talked about it a few times, but it just, you know, someday if the timing's right? If the moon aligns, if afternoon tea is
It's gonna happen
served.
organically.
Right. You don't have to wear a beanie though. I'm good either way.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah,
Let my man flow.
that alone would have turned me the hell off and shit. Hell, my bald head, she told me put something on it. I'd have been like, girl, bye. Kick rocks. Shit, no, that's who
looking
you
back,
are. You know what I mean?
I could have said that, but you know, I ain't gonna lie. The videos I've seen of her, I was like, man, I gotta have that.
Yeah, fine as hell. I know. Been there, done that,
Yeah,
baby boy.
then you had to pay
Been
for
there,
it
done
though.
that. I know.
You had to pay for it.
I know. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I hate that happened, you know, for the little while that it did. You know, you kind of got thrown out there like that, but at least though you were able to bounce back and see that it was not you. And, you know, you like you said, you ended up winning the war. You still out here doing your thing, and obviously they're not, you know, around anymore, whatever. You know, so we don't need that in the life. Definitely don't need that in the life. Exactly. Yeah, tell us about you know how you got into the party, the promoting parties now with the Magnum BBCs and everything.
Okay, so how that happened, and shout out to Yanni. He's the one that created Magnum BBCs. He had a vision about this, maybe about, I don't know how long he been doing it, maybe 20 years, if not longer. But that was his thing. And I know as I came up within the life, people used to ask me all the time about like, hey, like maybe you should like throw parties and stuff like that. And for me, I never wanted to start a group. I just knew how much work that took. And just watching, like with Magnum, there was a already the infrastructure's already there, so that was one of the big things. And I initially got put into that. Yanni had a loss of one of his parents, and he had to definitely mourn and grieve with that. So he came to me and was like, "Hey, I trust in you. Can you hold it down until I'm back in the right state of mind to start doing this again?" And agreed, and I threw my own party under the Magnum name, and I basically incorporated what I've seen in all my years from what I've seen from other events. Of course, I started small. I know he had done better small. I'm like, let me baby step this thing. So I did that. That started about maybe 2 years ago, if not 2 years, maybe 3 years, something like that. I threw a party, it was successful, and then did another one. I was successful, and the thing that I had to learn within the past year was I'm always a hands-on guy. Like, hey, I trust me and trust nobody to get shit done like I can get shit done. So I was doing everything. Like, I'm making all the communication. I'm cooking the food. I'm setting up everything. I'm like, shit, if this shit gonna be done right, I want people to say like, hey, like, I couldn't trust somebody else to do this shit. And that was just a lot of fucking work. I was always exhausted. I mean, I didn't necessarily get to enjoy the party like that, but I was cool with other people enjoying themselves. And that was really my goal, for everybody to enjoy themselves and appreciate the opportunity to do what they enjoy to do. But over the past year and a half, I've learned to delegate, trust other people that have all offered, like, hey, we want to take some of this burden off of you. Like, people that believe in me and see what I've done and see the vision that I'm trying to push going forward. So this past year, I threw one in Houston back in May, and that was my largest party to date. Usually my parties are in the Dallas area, but I said, okay, I like what Houston has to offer. Houston's lifestyle scene has been a little. They've been lacking a true presence out there, and I feel that with what I do, that I can give them what they've been seeking, and that's what I also heard from the people. I'm a man of the people, so if I hear something, I'm gonna try to make some shit happen. So it was a great successful event, and that one let me know, like, hey, like, bigger shit can happen. Like, just you doing the right thing. I'm getting the affirmations from people telling me, like, hey, we rocking with you, we supporting you. So, and then, like, when I go to events like Splash and other events, and people talking about it without me even necessarily promoting it, I like the good old fashioned word of mouth. Like, let the party do is talking for me. And it's been very successful so far. So that's how it's happened. And Magnum is, and just so everybody know, Magnum is still run by Yanni. But I throw parties under my name, under Magnum. But very soon, Magnum's gonna be all mine. So quicker than you guys think. So I can provide details on that as well.
Yeah, go ahead.
Man, you sound like you a hard charger. Go get her, brother. I love it. Keep going. Tell us about what your vision is for the future.
So for the future, in all honesty, I want to keep genuine lifestyle spaces as they are. I mean, not as they are, but I want to keep elevating them. We were fortunate enough to go to Splash Smoke events and seeing how they continue to grow, how the interest continues to grow. And I want to also make house parties a thing that continue to grow. I know since COVID, with like content creation, I've been trying to sneak into certain parties and venues. Like, for me, I think all this should be separate. Like, I've seen people try to implement content creation through house parties, and it runs off the real lifestyles that understood about discretion, the main principles of lifestyle that I was taught. I was seeing that fall away. So I want to get back to like that type of style, and people generally coming to have fun, be able to be in community with each other, be able to connect, foster good relationships. And if you want to be a down to fuck person, hey, be down to fuck with no judgment. Like, I want everybody to be able to come and be who they are and get the exact experience that they want. I'm not gonna be able to please everybody, and that's cool. Everybody understands that. But for the people that can just trust me and what I'm doing wholeheartedly, and I don't want them to just be like blind trust. I'm gonna show them why to trust me and stuff like that. Because Yanni stepping down from Magnum BBC in the near future. I have a party that's going on in January where it's called Respect the Legacy. A new reign begins. That new reign is Goliath. Goliath is gonna be taking over Magnum BBC, and that's gonna be kind of like the coronation. Like, hey, so that everybody, we're gonna appreciate Yanni for what he's done in the Dallas community with getting the interracial stick going for the community there, and the torch being passed to me, the crown being put on my head, and ready for the challenge to exceed people's expectations and show them the future.
And what are the dates for that party for our listeners? They can start watching out for it.
Okay, the dates, I believe, off the top of my head, it is January the 13th through, let me double check, January the 16th through the 19th. That's going to be the dates. And I vet everybody. I make sure, like, so it ain't just because you hear about it don't mean you're going to be there.
Right.
I mean, you three.
We got to get the email, right? We got to get that email.
Oh, you shit, hey, just let me directly, and I'll make sure that you get the proper information, and I vet everybody, so I make sure that everybody understands the rules, because it's really like a zero tolerance policy. But it's gonna be a great event. Yeah, I look forward to it for
So
sure.
that's Martin Luther King
So-
Jr. weekend in January.
Weekend, yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. In January, yep.
What a
That's
way
all right,
what a
man.
way to celebrate his birthday by interracial people fucking
Oh,
with
for
each
sure.
other.
Hey, man, it all coincides, man. He had a dream, and we took that dream and took off and ran with it. So
Exactly. Sound like you're one hell of a damn entrepreneur, brother. You are. You got a vision.
Sure.
You got a vision, and I just want to say, for it's been a long time since I've like met someone this young that has, that I can say is really a real gem to the lifestyle. You know what I mean? You are a seasoned vet already. You are a seasoned veteran, and damn, I'm impressed. I really am impressed, brother. I really am impressed. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you're a part of the Brotherhood, because here again, we need brothers like you, man, to be out here teaching. You know what I'm saying? I mean, even though you're doing your thing with your parties and stuff, but these other younger brothers need to be listening out there. All right, Goliath is out here damn teaching. He's out here teaching you guys how to be that quality damn bull, and for ones who like seek to excel in this lifestyle, he's doing it. He's doing it. So definitely damn jump in his fucking back pocket and learn. Learn, because he's had a hell of a fucking journey so far. Hell of a damn journey. Love it. Absolutely love it. See?
Yeah, and I know for me, it's funny you bring up the teaching aspect of it. There's certain guys that will come to me, and I had no problem with giving free game, because, like I said, I want to elevate the space. I know everybody comes in with different experience levels within this lifestyle, and some people aren't fortunate enough to have OGs or have people to lean on that's gonna show them the correct way of how to do things. And then there's others who have that ego, who think they know everything and do it their way, and they crash out. I have no problem with teaching people who want to actually take in information and apply it. Because I've given people information before. It's only a certain few that I've given information and they didn't do nothing with it, and they have run themselves out of certain spaces. If somebody's willing to learn, I'll point them in the right direction. And if I have the availability and the capacity, hey, you'll get directly from me. If not, I'll point you in the right direction to somebody else that I trust and I know it's going to instill the wise words of wisdom and the etiquette and things, the tools that you will need to be successful in this lifestyle for not a short time, but for a long time. And then in one day, hopefully that they're able to be stewards of this game and pass it on to somebody else as well.
There we go. So, nephew, is that not what we've been preaching so far?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Is that not what we've been preaching so far? Especially, myself being the old head now. It's time for ones to pass it on to the younger that we live and love 24/7, so we can keep this shit going forever and forever. And just, what's my favorite word? Evolve. Just keep evolving and growing and growing and growing.
Yep.
Man, that's great. That's great.
So
Go ahead.
So Goliath, what makes a Magnum BBC party successful? Why do people love it so much?
See, now you asking me not to be humble now.
Go ahead, brother. Hey, I'm throwing you. Hey, I'm throwing you a softball.
Hey, man.
I'm throwing you flowers out there. I've heard about Magnum parties. So go ahead, brag.
Damn right.
Yeah, so it all starts with the people that you bring together. That's number one. And on top of that, it's all about a safe environment. So that one, ladies is comfortable to be able to let their slut flag fly, where husbands is comfortable and bringing their queens to come enjoy the pleasure of these quality men that I have. It's for the single women to be able to come and not to have no worries about being looked down upon because they don't have anybody, where they're able to live their best life and still get all the pleasure that everybody else does as well. I think those are key factors. Having the right vibe. I know when I first did a party, I didn't have no theme. It was just, hey, come and fuck. Like, that's what we're here for. Like, let's come and just have a good time. And that was cool, but as it started elevating things, more people were interested in it. I remember I had a group of ladies. Shout out to you ladies. You know who you guys are. I appreciate you guys very much. They were like, hey, Goliath, we need to know what we're going to wear. Can you incorporate a theme for the party? Because we want us ladies love themes. We want to all feel beautiful and sexy in a unified way. So I took their advice, started throwing themes into it, and I would have something in mind and bounce it off other people, and voila, the themes were a big hit, big success, and that took it to another level. The space of the venues, because literally every part I've thrown, I've had to find a bigger place each and every time. The last place I did, it was about 6,000 square feet of the home. The next one I'm looking at a 10,000 square foot place, because I want people to always be comfortable, be able to have plenty of space to move around, places to be able to lounge and chill, relax, to be able to mingle without music being too loud, and basically having something for everybody, whether that be like there's BDSM goes on at my parties. It happens randomly. People are able to fuck anywhere you want to. There's no cutoff time of when the party stops. I know everybody's always at a venue, 3 o'clock, you gotta shut it down. I feel like, hey, if people are still having fun, let the party go on. Hey, I'll worry about cleaning up and all that stuff after the fact. Hey, I'm not about to interrupt nobody's orgasm, like, or somebody may have been talking to a chick or a dude for like an hour and they finally get it in late at night and they only been there for 5 minutes. Shit, hey, have your damn fun. I think the latest I've had a party shut down all night was maybe about 6:30 in the morning, and it was totally fine with me. People are respectful. People are willing to help and assist in getting the house in order back for the dates, the nights. So it's truly been like a village making this be more successful for me. So I can't take all the credit. I definitely got to shout out my guy Gilbert. He be holding it down, giving people tours, making people comfortable, making sure that seats is changed, towels is washed, trash is taken out. He does all the little things for me, and I appreciate that to the T. So I definitely want to give him a shout out. And then other people like my IV lady who gives IVs during the daytime. I appreciate her for doing that. It was my idea. She did all the hard work, got her license to take care of that, and she said, "Hey, I will offer this at the party." I said, "Hey, make your money, do your thing," and it was a huge success. People was able to recover. So I was able to recover and be able to have an enjoyable weekend. So
we need that at Splash.
There's so many people that I know we do. I talked about it with them, but some shit. Hey, I ain't in that power position to be able to implement those things. But
everybody email them.
I'll see what I can do. Don't say I said it either. Hey, this is all your own fucking ideas.
Oh yeah, we heard someone else mention that before. We would never put someone's name. We'll just say, hey, if you had
I don't mind taking shit from them. Yeah, but I think all those things combined make the party atmosphere a great time, and just the quality of people that keep coming in, the people that are coming from around the country and around the world. I've had people from the Netherlands come in, from Canada. So I think that alone is telling to me like, okay, something's being done right, and more people keep on asking. So,
well, for one, you're giving sort of the European experience with you guys letting the party go all night long. That's what I was used to when I was in. That's what I was used to when I was in Germany. A spot wouldn't shut down at like 2-3 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? The spot would go on all night long, and usually you would have like a breakfast set up in the morning time. You know what I'm saying? Because if it was like a 2 or 3 day event. So you give them the European version there. I like that.
Oh, for sure. I took some of that from France, Cap d'Agde, France. It's a place I go to every year.
Cap d'Agde, yes sir. Oh, they have stock in it. Oh, they have angle, I tell you. Mercy. Hey. Ooh, Cap d'Agde, yes sir.
Hey, I'll be there at the end of August.
I heard that. World's largest nude beach.
Oh, yeah.
World's largest. Yes, it is. Yeah. Oh, man, I didn't know you were doing it like this. I really did not. Like I said, I've seen you at Splash before, and, I knew who you were, but I didn't know that you were so deep in it, man. I did not. Again, brother, you are definitely a damn asset. You are an asset, and here again, we need more brothers here in the Brotherhood representing like you. Because like I said, this game needs to be people. The brothers here that are, how do I say it? I call them rogue.
So,
they're
I know
they're rogue, and exactly what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? They need to learn how to break all of this down and put their equation together like you did from age 21 up to now. You know what I'm saying? You got it down pat. And like I said, to the brothers out there, y'all need to know who Goliath is. You really do. Like I said, again, I am damn impressed. Damn impressed. And damn glad to call you a member of the brother, man. I'll tell you.
Brother,
I tell you. Oh yeah. Any more questions to ask nephew and Siren?
Yeah, I do. And we coming up.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
We coming up on time, so this will probably be the last one. But so Goliath and I were also on, I believe it's Keys and Ake in this podcast, and he really helped me with confidence. And he really broke down the power of confidence, especially in this lifestyle, and how it affects you and how you walk in the room with confidence. What was the experience or lesson you learned, may it be in high school, junior high, football? What was the time where you said, oh man, I understand it's really about confidence?
Ooh, that's just a lot. I know, especially football, sports, being competitive, you have to be confident in what you're doing. That for me, I know I got to beat the guy in front of me, or just in life, like going after a girl. Like I've done the shy route before, and it wasn't really, I didn't prosper that way. So I think I learned it from coaches. I learned it from my father being confident. Certain movies, like for instance, when it came to girls, I mean, you watched The Mac. That's a good movie.
Oh yeah. Don't get me started.
Oh yeah.
With Goldie. Goldie, baby.
Hey.
Julie.
Oh man.
Shows me.
Listen, if you're a bull or it's just a single man in the lifestyle, or you're not even in the lifestyle, watch that movie. Yeah. 100%.
There's a lot of free game in there.
Goldie, the character played by the late great, I don't know if I can say his name on our podcast, but I am, the late great Max Julian. He is the definition of, although he was a pimp in the movie, but he's the definition of that quality bull that I am always talk about. Goldie was it. All right. He was it.
Real.
He had the charisma. He had the aura. When he did speak, he had something to say. You know what I'm saying? And when he walked into a room, he didn't just walk into the room. He took the room. Okay? And the other pimps, if their women weren't down looking down at the floor, they would go to it. All right?
She as good as took.
She was good as took, but because I eyeballed more than 5 seconds, that was it. And like you said, brother, your bitch chose me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You best say for hoes.
That's it. That is it. Oh man. See that? You done told on yourself right there, Mac. You done told on yourself. Ooh.
I mean, yeah, that's a good one. It's a good one to really like.
But you are if you can go there, at 37 years old, killer. Oof. Oh my goodness, brother. I just anointed him, Socrates. He's been anointed right now tonight.
It's a big responsibility, Goliath. You are now
July
official.
24th, 2025. Okay, he is now knighted right now.
Man.
If I had the sword in the hand, I would go through the phone and hit him on both sides of the shoulders. It's over.
Hey, I feel it already, man. I feel it.
I'm trying to tell you, brother. Oh my goodness, you told on yourself right there. So many brothers that need it.
But that's what it be. That's what it be.
That's
like
it.
The Mac. I mean, I watched How to Be a Player, see how he navigated multiple women and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Did you read The Game?
But confidence.
Did you read that book, The Game?
Did I read The Game? I did not read that book.
Okay.
I did not read that book, but I'll check it out off your recommendation alone. But
exactly.
I think like my bad. I think like with the confidence aspect, it's just something that women appreciate that. Like you can you observe it. You observed it. For me, I observed it like in my everyday life, and you see like, okay, if I wanted the girl that all these guys had attention on, the guy that's getting them, he has confidence, and confidence could be exuded in so many different ways. But once you truly understand that, and let that be part of your repertoire, and not let it be cocky or anything like that, because there's cocky confidence and there's confidence, and women gonna be able to read that and understand. Also understanding, not just because you're confident doesn't mean you're gonna get the prize, but also understand that, hey, one bus leave, another one coming. So don't get stuck with your head down the ground all sad, pussyfooting and shit, because you done missed the opportunity. Guess what? Another one's coming. Sharpen your skills, come back better than before. So with confidence, I think it's something that you learn as time comes. Sometimes people will lose that confidence, but you gotta look within yourself, do the self work, whether you need to do therapy, whether you need to talk to people and be vulnerable, because being vulnerable will help you get confident as well too. So that's my take on it for sure.
Oh yeah. And here again, young brothers that are listening, don't be afraid to go to another fellow bull and talk to him. All right, ask, can you speak to him? You know, and like I said, somebody like myself, somebody like Goliath, somebody like Socrates, you know, ones like Michael C., Damien, Dimitri, we will be more than happy to pull you to the side, whether it be at an event or some other place, someplace else. We will talk to you. I know I will. I love to talk to the young brothers. I do. Because like, Goliath said, sometimes you can lose your mojo, as I said, which is confidence. You know what I mean? You can lose it, but you can regain it though. You can regain it. And a lot of times when you talk to a certain bull and he breaks down things from another perspective, you sit down, you think about what he's saying, listen closely, and you will regain your confidence. You will. Oh yeah, absolutely. And I know our time is about it. Hell, I could continue talking, but one thing we don't do is like keep you over our time. Socrates, Siren, anything you want to add or say?
No, man, I enjoyed it, and we definitely gonna have you back.
Oh, for sure,
Absolutely.
man. I'm down whenever.
Absolutely. Siren?
Nope, the topic that you were going to have me cover, we ran out of time, so we'll visit that next time.
Okay, yeah, we will.
It's all right. Sometimes I just like to listen, so it's all good.
I got you, huh? I got you next time. We'll start with you next time.
I'll let you make it up. I'll let you make it up to me any way you'd like.
I hear you.
Get that flight real quick.
Hey, there you go, brother. There you go. Wow. But look here, I guess we won't hold you any longer. Thank you, my brother, for coming out here and bringing some knowledge out here to these brothers. We look forward to having you again. And for Siren and Socrates, I'm the Sigma male, B. Morgan. And as always, to my brothers of the Brotherhood out there, I bid you guys good night. And to all of my sexy hot wives and sluts out there, good morning. Until we speak to you again, everybody have a wonderful evening. I bid you good night. Bye-bye.